What's up, guys, in the works, and today we're going to be talking about my armor kill thoughts, and this is going to be kind of a review, but it's going to be more of a consensus, because a lot of you guys have been asking me, Jake, what are your thoughts on armor kill? Do you think it's worth buying if you didn't buy premium? A lot of people are asking me, is it worth the $15 that it costs for this expansion? And I wanted to spend ample time with this before I gave you guys my personal opinion on it. I know there's been several other people out there who have done, armor kill reviews, stuff like that. But that's bound to happen. Everybody's going to have a different opinion on certain things within the maps, and these are going to be mine. But I also want to value your guys' opinions throughout this entire video. So if I say something that you feel differently about, let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious how the community kind of perceived this DLC, because there seems to be a lot of mixed opinions. So, first of all, Armor Kill is advertised as all-out vehicle warfare, and does it deliver on that? And I will say in the short answer, yes, it definitely does that. I think that the vehicle play is very solid in this. It seems mostly balanced within Conquest. Rush does have some issues, though. I'm sure you've heard this song and dance a million times, the AC-130. It does have some issues, so that's one of the things that I think a lot of people are a little bummed about. But I think as a Conquest game mode, this thing plays beautifully. This thing plays perfect. I've really come to love Conquest, especially on these Armor Kill maps, just because it is so engaging. The maps are just so beautifully done. The all-out vehicle warfare makes it so much fun to sit there and, push forward and try to cap flags, hold the AC-130 flag and stuff like that. So Conquest, I give this an A+. The maps look awesome. The flags are in really good positions. The fight for the AC-130 really pushes the action. So I do enjoy that aspect of Conquest. But Rush is my favorite game type. It is no secret that I am a Rush player. And Rush does have some problems. As you can see here, this is a start of a Rush game. You can see the spawn timer counting down, and boom, I'm already dead before, 5 seconds into the game. The AC-130 is behind us. People are parachuting in. So that is one of the issues in the Rush game type. A lot of people want to see that removed from the equation. And I won't get too in-depth in that because like I said, plenty of people have talked about that. But they have made some efforts to fix Rush. They've already nerfed the respawn timer on the AC-130 to 90 seconds, so every minute and a half. And they're actually going to be nerfing it once again to every 2 minutes. So every 120 seconds is how long you have to wait between AC-130 respawns. But it's pretty easy to take down if you get a dedicated team. Now I know with console and less players it's a bigger issue, so I'm curious to see if they kind of address console a little bit differently than they do PC. So I feel for you console guys, the AC-130 is definitely a burden if you don't get enough dedicated people on your team to take care of it, because it can lose a game. As you can see that we're struggling pretty bad here at the start of this game because they're already starting to plan objectives. It's a really difficult time to sit here and try to defend the front line and at the same time defend the back line. But, Rush, it can be fixed. I think the maps look gorgeous on Rush. They play beautifully. The MCOMs are set up in good positions. I think the flow of those really works. So if they can subtract the AC-130 from the equation, fix it in some way, I think Rush will be a very rewarding game type. Now, vehicle gameplay. A lot of people feel like the vehicle gameplay makes the maps kind of play clunky. They feel like it's not a solid expansion because of that. It's just too chaotic. And I disagree with that. I think that the core aspect that they were trying to focus on here is obviously vehicle gameplay. Like, the tagline is all-out vehicle warfare, and people were kind of shocked at how many vehicles were actually in the game or the expansion. I'm like, really, guys? I mean, this is what I was expecting, and I think they did a pretty good job with this. Now, admittedly, it took me quite a while to really start enjoying Armor Kill. I kind of had to take a different mindset. I had to kind of relearn some of the things that I knew in Armor Kill to get to the point where I could feel like I could be that Battlefield player that I used to be, because there are a lot of things that feel differently on these maps. But I think far as being maps that are highly detailed, maps that are engaging, they did a really good job with that, and I think the vehicles really add to that. Like when I'm flying this helicopter, I really feel like I'm on a farm, going from point A to point B. You go into the little villages, and each little grouping of houses feels unique, and that's something I really enjoy about it. And I can't overstate my opinion on that enough, because like I said, I didn't enjoy this DLC at first. It took me a while to learn to love it, but I think that there are some really rewarding aspects of this DLC that I think everyone can really find something for. Because I know a lot of you guys that are infantryman, Min, that is. You like to get your boots on the ground, cap flags, play the objective, shoot down vehicles, stuff like that. I think there is definitely room for you guys. Now, one thing a lot of people are kind of bummed about is they feel like they removed the assault class from the equation, and that doesn't really bother me a ton. I think that the assault class really shined with the close quarters DLC, and now it's time for the engineer. I think the engineer will get its DLC with this. You know, the sniper is going to get one in Aftermath, and maybe in-game will be a little bit for everybody. I think the support player has been the most versatile throughout, because support is a little bit more versatile than I think a lot of people give it credit for. But like I said, this definitely caters to engineers. Hate it or love it, that's just the nature of this Armor Kill DLC. And if you don't really enjoy the whole vehicle aspect of the game, you might have a hard time finding some rewarding aspects in Armor Kill. So if you don't like vehicles, you know, if tanks drive you nuts, you're probably not going to be smart to buy this. I think that if you don't like vehicles at all, you probably should just stay away from this. Like I said, there are some rewarding aspects about it. The maps themselves are beautiful. If you're a TDM player, the maps actually play really well in TDM. This one in particular is probably one of the best TDM maps in the game. But I think it's worth playing if you want to experience what Battlefield is truly supposed to feel. I think this feels like more of a Battlefield expansion than some of the vanilla maps, you know. Because, like, to me, admittedly, Grand Bazaar doesn't play like I expected a, quote, Battlefield title to play. It's a little bit too close quarters. There's not enough going on. Whereas this one, they're way more expansive, but it caters to all different types of playstyles, and that's what I like about it. So I think Armor Kill is definitely a solid buy. I like it. So let me know what your guys' opinion are. Do you guys like Armor Kill? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.